Hello friends, welcome back to Cabin Yoga. It is a snowy day here and I wanted to awaken my body and kind of like ease into the day by getting gently into the physical. So thank you for joining me. If you haven't turned off your phone yet, go ahead and do that. And let's start with our legs wide. So gently unfold your legs. How are your legs doing? How are your legs making contact with the ground? You can have your hands behind you, tent the fingertips, and roll the shoulders back and lift your chest. How does it feel to breathe? Gentle wiggles of your shoulders, your neck, and your head. Can you do this in a way, and let your eyes take in the space around you. Can you do this in a way that feels inviting and pleasurable? Kind of like a way a little mouse might move. Kind of cozy. How's your breath? Is it choppy? Is it warm? Is it cool? And if you need to take a moment to change anything in the space or get more cozy, you can. Go ahead and take your hands under your knees and let's cross the legs. And if you find that you're like me, your knees are very high, grab some blankets and sit up. And I think I'm actually going to do this to the side so you can see the setup. I have these thickly folded blankets. And then can you turn your thighs? You could kind of shift onto one butt cheek, turn from inside to out, and then could you move the buttocks flesh back? And then any amount, tiptoe the fingertips forward, look forward. And as your sitting bones move energetically back in space, can you lengthen your arms forward? And just have a moment here to say hello to, touch into the somatic feeling of being in your body today. How does it feel to be me in this moment? What do you hear around you? What do you smell? What do you taste? Come on up. Soles of the feet together, knees wide for Baddha Konasana, wide cobbler's pose. And we're just kind of passing through this. Other shin in front. So awkward shin in front. If you can't remember what you did, you can see if this feels like you already did this side or what. Tent the fingertips in front of you. Walk the fingertips out a little bit longer so that your torso can be very long and look forward. And just feel, what is this doing to my hips, my thighs? If you wanted to do it again on this side, you can take the buttocks flesh back so that you really feel your sitting bones are pointing back. And then a little more length through the arms. Maybe you're coming down to your palms. How much can your back body soften into a forward fold without forcing anything? So it's not about what the pose looks like from the outside, but how it feels to you on the inside. And you're breathing in a way to not force anything to happen or to force your breath into doing something perfect or forcing your breath to be more soft or anything like that. We're actually trying to liberate the instinctual energies, an organic breath, an organic body. Walk your hands back up. Let's go wide with the legs again. You can take your hands to your knees, one by one, take your legs wide. Tent the fingertips behind you, roll the shoulders back. Try to get the knees as low to the ground as you can. And then reach one arm to the side. Other arm over the ear, side stretch. Come out. Other hand behind the shin. Side stretch over one leg. Step your feet in. And let's turn to do child's pose. If you have blankets, you could use them underneath your wrists. And if you don't have blankets, you can just do normal child's pose. So hands and knees. Hands are about under your shoulders. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Take your big toes together. And then move your butt back towards your heels. If it is hard for you to come all the way back, take a pillow or a blanket underneath your butt. And also, if this hurts your knees, you definitely want to do something maybe on your back. You could just do like a hugging your shins into your chest if it hurts your knees. If your knees are feeling happy, just do child's pose. Head close to the ground or touching the ground. Letting this soften your mind, soften your animal body. Feeling safe. Feeling held in your own skin. And using this practice to become more you and reveal the goodness that's already here. Couple more breaths of silence and stillness in this pose. Slowly beginning to make your way out. Gently lift your head, softly open your eyes, that you like take in this a little bit of peripheral vision, just slowly coming back into hands and knees. You can take the blankets to the side if you were using them. And then I want to show you this great, well, we'll start with some shoulder stuff. I want us to do eventually Ardha Chandrasana and Vashisthasana, two kind of interesting balancing poses, but they require open hips and open shoulders. So just play for a second with revolving the upper arm and the shoulder. Can you kind of, and you might need to bend your elbow, but just kind of imagine like you're playing with a doll and it has this shoulder joint, but you're not really moving the wrist. And then can you try to not move your elbow and see how much can you do with just the arm and the shoulder? Now let's play with the other arm. So you can look at your wrist, look at your fingers, and just feel this mobility of your wrists, your fingers. And then play with your elbow. What type of movements can you do with your elbow? And now, can you not move your elbow, not move your wrist, and just move your shoulder and your arm? Oh my God. Our bodies are so amazing. Like, that our brain can tell us, we can think something and we can do it. Is so wild, right? So I want you to think about, rather than rolling the shoulder forward, can you move your arm into the shoulder socket and descend your shoulder blade down the back so that there's a feeling of spaciousness in the front of the chest. So if you feel it all collapse and like there's kind of like a weightedness rolling you forward, can you spin the palm up to the sky? Can you roll the upper arm bone in the socket so that you start to feel this spaciousness? And then can you do the same thing on the bottom arm, where you're sort of rolling your chest open, and then You can tiptoe the hand a little more forward, side stretch the upper arm, turn your chest towards the ceiling, turn your eyes up towards your top arm. How does it feel to breathe? Do you feel like you're physically making more space for yourself? And then go wide with the top arm. Press into your bottom. You can bend your elbow a little bit to press yourself up. Swing your legs forward. Take your hands behind you. Do staff pose. Flex the legs and press the heels down. You could even tint the fingertips here. Roll the shoulder blades back again, get a lifted chest. Bend your knees and let's do the other side. So you're kind of folding the legs. You can have one foot in the arch of the ankle. And then have this hand down by your side. And just play a little bit with, what can I do with my palm to the ground? When I bend my elbow, I'm moving my wrist. Just kind of like exploring, like, what can this body do? And like, what feels good? So you don't need to like force yourself to be in pain. And then let's do the other arm. So take the top arm out to the side and just look at your wrist, look at your fingers, and play with your wrists and fingers, turning them, circling them. And then play with the elbow. And you could do the elbow and the wrists, like you're painting with your elbow. Now lengthen your arm, keep the elbow and the wrist straight. What can you do with just the upper arm and the shoulder? If you were painting or you were dancing, what types of movements can you make? Turn the palm up, roll the shoulder down the back, and get as spacious as you can through the front of your chest. Use the other arm to roll back as well. And then take the top arm up and over your ear. And you can scooch out with your bottom hand if you have the space to side stretch. Get very long through the top fingers and press into your feet and your butt so that you have this anchor. And then breathe. Could you start to move more back with your thumb of your upper arm so that there's this feeling of like reaching behind yourself with the top arm? And could you kiss your heart and your sternum more long and forward? Come on up with the top arm. Reach to the side to help you pop up. Swing the legs around. Give them a little shake. And then you're down. You're back in staff pose. Okay, let's stand up. I was feeling kind of spacey and tired, and I was like, I want to start on the floor. But it's fun how like we can be feeling that, and then we can start to feel more energized. So bend your knees and hop or step yourself wide. Have your toes facing forward. Turn your right toes out and feel your inner thigh is spinning from inside to out. So you're externally rotating the front leg. And then see where your pelvis is turned. Can you kind of broaden yourself to the side so that you're not doing so much of a squared hip warrior one, but you're doing a wide open hip shape. Take your hands to your hips. Press your thumbs to your buttocks flesh. Press the butt down as you lift your heart up. And then we're gonna softly bend the front knee and lengthen. Press into the feet as you do this a couple of times, pumping and lubricating the joints, saying hello to the front thigh. Next time that you're down, stay down. So try to hit a 90-degree angle with the front thigh parallel to the floor, so you're pretty deep. You can scooch the back foot back to get this angle. If there's someone around, ask them, is this a 90-degree angle? Take the hands up and then reach the arms wide. Look to the side to start off with. Soften your face. See the peripheral vision. And just notice where you're holding unnecessarily. So the legs have to do a lot of work here, but can you soften the shoulders and soften the face? Turn the palms up, reach the arms up for a second, lengthen through the front leg, and then one more time, bend the front knee, widen the arms. Let's do that a couple of times. Lengthen the arms up, reach the front leg long, and then bend the front knee, take the arms wide. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, bend. How smooth can you make this with your breath? Can you even feel like the breath initiates the shape? Inhaling up, exhaling down. Warrior two. Last time to come up. Now when you come to warrior two, stay down, keep your belly turning to the side, but glance over your front arm. See in front of you. Feel the legs. Can you do something hard but also have a softness in your face and a softness in your shoulders? Oh, take the hand, elbow to the front knee, hand to the back hip. Roll your shoulders back so that you have a broad front chest, and then reach your top arm wide, and then reach the top arm over the ear. Can you have that feeling of side stretching, elongating the front of the chest, reach the top arm, thumb even more behind you, turn your belly and your chest up to the sky, and then warrior two. Inhale, reach up, turn the toes in, bend your knees, hop or step yourself together. Just do mountain pose. Oh my God, are you feeling more awake? Do a little shake it off if you need to. Sorry if you got some big sounds. I hope this doesn't make a crazy sound in the microphone when I'm like sighing. I'm just shaking it out. Let's do the other side. Hop or step yourself wide. Turn your left leg out. Feel the rotation of the inner thigh to the outer thigh. And then take the hands to the hips and descend the buttock flesh. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest, and bend. And as you bend and straighten, make sure that your knee is going a little bit wide so that you can see your big toe. Because sometimes it kind of sickles in towards the center. So you want to kind of keep broadening your knee off towards the pinky toe edge of your foot. Can you breathe as you do this? Maybe you can even laugh. Now let's add the arms. Take the hands to the chest for a second. Lift the elbows and then widen the arms. Turn the palms up. Feel like you're holding this huge rainbow. Can you descend the front thigh a little bit deeper towards 90? If there's someone there, ask them to check you out. Reach the arms up, lengthen the front leg. And then bend. Widen the arms on the horizon. Let's do that a couple of times. Lengthen the front leg, reach up as you inhale. As you exhale, warrior two. Can you synchronize this with your breath in a very fluid way? Seamless. Slow motion. Next time that you are down, stay down. Turn your gaze over your front left fingers. Spread from fingertip to fingertip. Feel a tallness in your torso and a broadness of your lungs. And then backhand to the hip, left elbow to your knee. Reach the top arm over you. Turn the belly and chest towards the ceiling. Reach through the back heel. Descend the front thigh a little deeper. Come on up, warrior two. Front leg long. Lift the arms up. Turn the toes in. Hands to the heart. Hop or step yourself in. A little bit of a shake. How are you feeling? What is shifting for you as you do this? Do you feel warm? Do mountain pose. Have your palms forward. Have your feet planted really parallel. So the little point of your big toe bone is touching. How does it feel to find stillness after all of that? Is your mind kind of shifting from the movement? Let's do a balance here on your right leg. Hug your left knee into your chest. And you can try this a couple of times. Can you not bend forward with your torso as you lift your knee? So stay very upright and grab your knee. And you can do it a couple of times. Can you keep your shoulders rolling back and your chest very lifted? And then how's the standing leg? So are you wobbling on this, or can you make it like a pillar? So play with the balance, root down through the soles of the feet, and get very intelligent with the soles of the feet as you find tree pose. It's really bringing your brain into the foot skin. Take the hands to a prayer. Press the left foot into your standing right leg. You can take your hands to your hips if you need some extra balance. Look at something that's not moving. Could you find a lifted wide chest here? Reach the arms wide, palms up, reach up. What interplay happens in the balance? Can you flow with it rather than give up? Come back to it if you lose it. You'll find the balances are amazing for concentration. But could you also hold this with a little bit of fluidity and play? I like to hold these until I just naturally fall. But for now, let's take the arms wide. Hands to the hips, knee forward, slide the foot down your leg. Come back to mountain pose. The legs parallel, the feet parallel. Your legs and feet are as close as they can get. Have a sense of pressing your heels down and kind of moving the fronts of your legs back so that there's a sense of like, well, I'm kind of integrating the front into the back body. I'm not leaning forward. Can you lift the front of your chest as the shoulder blades slide more down? Reach the fingers down. Keep the standing left leg very, very like a strong old tree, and then draw the knee towards the chest a couple of times, staying very upright, not folding forward with the torso. Ha. Once you feel like you get a good grip on it, tree pose the right foot inside the left leg. And you can take the hands to the hips. Look at something that's not moving. So don't look at me. Don't look at the screen. Play with the balance. How wide can you get your bent right knee off to the side? And is the breath free and loose? Arms wide, palms up, reach up. Strong standing leg. Go wide with the arms. Hands to the hips. We didn't stay as long on this side. I started wobbling. I kind of gave up. Let's stay a moment more. What do you notice as you stay with it? What is working? What is slacking? It's like the mind that's gives up on the pose first, right? It's like, this isn't working, I'm over it. Could you engage your mind a little bit more? Press down into your foot. Get a little more curious about how to make the pose last. Let's go up again with the arms. Let's return. Trying again. Reach the fingers up. Get taller from your foot to your fingertips. Take the hand to the heart. Feel like this is a heart opener and commit for a couple more breaths. This moment. Dilate your awareness. Get broader. Get more embodied. Get more devotional. Get more silly. Get more serious. Whatever feels like it's going to open you in this moment. Hands to the hips, knee forward, step down. What do you feel when you return to mountain pose? Wow. This was so nice. So I try not to go too long on these yoga YouTubes, and I wanted to finish with meditation, but I want to show you the pose that I was thinking of that we would do. So if you're like done, you can just do Shavasana, or you can skip forward and do like meditation with us and rest. But if you want to play a little bit more, I want us to play with Vashisthasana. So we've already been preparing for it with this thing of rolling the shoulders back and finding this beautiful broad chest with the open arms. So you can take one knee bent and one leg long, press into your back, that standing foot in the shin, and come up, and then find that feeling of, okay, I'm plugging my arm into the shoulder socket and I'm rolling the shoulder down the back, and then reach the top arm up. Can you take the bottom leg long? You could stagger the feet, or you could stack them. If you can, press into your bottom hand fully, press into every part of your hand, your fingers, not just your wrist. Can you look even up? Can you move your head a little back? Keep pressing down into the edge of that bottom foot. How long can you stay here? What part of you gives up first? Is it the mind or is it the body? Reach the top arm over the ear for a change. And then go to plank pose. Left hand down, look forward. Let's do downward dog. We haven't done one today. Oh my God, it feels so good. Move your torso more back towards your legs. Lengthen through the backs and the fronts of the legs. Your butt is lifting up as your thighs move back. So you're getting very, very tall through your legs. Your butt is high so that you have this huge swoop in your spine. The head is just nodding. Child's pose. Knees down, knees wide, toes touching. What has changed since the first child's pose we did? Come on up. I'm going to swivel to the other side so that I can see you. And we're going to set up for Vashisthasana, side plank. Take one leg long. And then again, we're just making sure that you're plugging the arm in, rolling the shoulder back behind you. So there's this like integrated unit there. Stand up on your shin. If you can, stagger or stack the feet. Reach the arms up. Big rainbow energy in the arms. Look to the side. Press into the whole bottom hand. Make a huge Hollywood handprint. If you can, look up. Reach the top arm over the ear. What part of you gives up first? And it might be the body. One more round of breath here. Do plank pose, right hand down, tuck the toes under. Strong legs, look forward with your spine. And then from plank, press back to downward dog. Come to plank, lower down, point your toes, cobra pose. Classic. Ah. Hands and knees. So, one more little thing. If you choose to adventure with me, is going to be, we'll do this side first. So we'll start with your right hand, and you're going to come into tree pose in Vashisthasana. If you want to play with it, so, okay, calm down for a second. How is your shoulder? If you're straining your shoulder, please make sure you're rolling back. It's a really good place to learn this rolling back because you're like, okay, now you need it. You need the alignment to be right. Can you even yogi toe lock the left toe, left fingers, and go up with your leg and breathe? Press into the bottom foot, press into the whole hand. If you're in tree pose, be in tree pose. Plank pose. Chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, downward dog. So this time I'm gonna be with my back to you, but we're going to do left hand down, other leg to tree pose, roll the arm and the shoulder, find Vashisthasana. Foot to tree pose, come to plank pose. Chaturanga, hover, upward dog or cobra. Wow, hands and knees, cross your legs. How was that? I love how I can start off a yoga practice feeling so tired. And then as I do it for a while, I start getting really playful and crazy. So let's take it into a meditation, and then we'll do a relaxation period. Super important that if your knees are up above your hip creases and you kind of feel like your pelvis wants to roll back, sit up on some folded blankets. It's going to be such a game changer for your back not having to work so hard to keep you up. You can pull the buttocks flush back. And then just let yourself land here. You might kind of change the cross of your legs. Just kind of let yourself get situated here. Eyes can be softly open or closed. Watch yourself breathe. Just observe. What are you feeling? Where are you now? Can you feel your blood pumping, your heart beating? And just laughing, smiling, letting go of whatever happened or didn't happen with any of the poses we did. So if there's any story there, be it like, I did great, or, I sucked. Just kind of smiling like, okay, yes, judging, calculating mind. Bring it into the somatic. Bring it into the feeling, the felt sense. How are you feeling? What is happening inside you? Does it feel good to breathe now? Is there maybe some places that used to be tense that have warmed up, maybe tenderized? And is there energy circulating? Like doing this shoulder and hip work, those are the like huge thoroughfares of meridians in our bodies. Connecting to that main line of the spine. So like we're really working with the entire body's energy network when we do these big shapes with our body. Like notice the affect of this practice. It was kind of energizing. So can you kind of land in that? Or does it make you want to, is there like a restlessness? Could you sort of go up with the energy and then let yourself come down? So training the nervous system to go from that stimulated state into a more rejuvenating state. Being with the silence. And just noticing what can ungrip and what can let go when we're not asking, nothing is being asked of you. You're just sitting with yourself, letting yourself be breathed. Let yourself land completely here for the last couple moments of this meditation. Dilating your awareness, expanding it. Fully feeling this moment, fully landing here. Feeling your seat, feeling your skin. Hearing what you hear. What's the closest sound you can hear? Could you hear your own heartbeat? Or the movement of blood through your veins? If meditation is feeling really good, you can stay here. And if you're feeling ready to do some shavasana, take a pillow under your head, bend your knees, and come on up on your back. Have the blanket under your neck and head, and then take your legs long, and make sure there's nothing in your way. So if you're hitting up against like a couch or something, find a way to have your hands open. Wherever you are resting. Not needing to find the answers or figure things out with your mind. Really dropping the mind for a minute and just being a body and feeling safe to be in your body. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Receiving some deep, full breaths. And then very slowly fluttering your eyelashes open, letting in color, blurry, impressionistic version of where you are. Bend your knees and just micro turns of the neck and head just to orient like 10 degrees to each side, letting your space come into more focus and more clarity, starting to come on up, turn to your side. But let this happen in slow motion. Wow, welcome back. Hope you're feeling good. Thanks so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Check out my website, lukesimonmystic.com, where I have weekly gatherings and resources. I do private sessions, healing sessions, and I would love to keep in touch with you. Thanks for being here, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day.